Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel Beauty on a Budget. My name is Heather and today is Saturday, December 20th of 2025. So I'm sitting in my bathroom because I'm going to color my hair. I haven't done it for a while, but there is, you can see like the natural, like the growth to where I colored it. It's like down to here. You can see the regrowth of my hair is a lot darker than the ends, and I just thought I'd kind of come to Christmas, I'd like a change. I'm not changing the length, not yet. I know my hair probably does need a trim. I just want to let it grow just a little longer. I just want my bangs to be just a little longer, a little more even if possible before I go and get it trimmed. But I always find if I think I need a trim, doing a quick hair color actually makes the ends, you know, like you're doing a deep condition at the same time, it actually kind of makes the split ends kind of not look so bad. So instead of doing a cut, I just go and do a color. So I found this nice color today at Walmart. So it's the Clairol Natural Instincts Bold 0% Ammonia. I left my glasses in the other room, so I'm having trouble reading this. So that's F66, and the color is Dragon Fuchsia, and I love that color. So according to this back here, since my hair is quite dark, I'm gonna be, you know, probably like in this really dark purplish range, which I love because there was another color I was gonna get, but it was a couple dollars more, and I need 2 boxes. So I'm just going to double check. I got my receipt from Walmart. So they were $9.98 a box. So it cost me like $21 to do this. So when you open up the box, you get the instructions, which I always read, especially if I haven't cut my hair for a while, or if it's a brand I haven't used, like, or, you know, if I haven't done it in a while, or brand I've never used. Like, I don't know if I've ever used this Clairol one. It was a long time I couldn't use the Clairol or the Bell. I tried them and I had an allergic reaction to them like several years ago. And so I was just using the Garnier, and then there was that one L'Oreal, and I can't remember which one it was. I think it was L'Oreal Feria, something like that. And of course the Garnier. Those were the 2 I was using. Any of the other brands I kind of stayed away from. And then recently, some of these other brands were a little cheaper. And I thought, well, they've changed the formulas, so I'm going to retry them. And so far, I've had no allergic reaction. Usually what it is I just get a rash the back of my neck and down my back. And that would just be from the hair dye just dripping and not being able to wipe it off right away. I think that's what caused it. So I always double check. So it says in this kit, you'll get your color cream, your activator, your moisturizing shine mask, and the gloves. And I will say, I have done my hair, and I've had people leave comments about the gloves. So I usually wear the gloves. The only exception is when I'm bleaching my hair. That's the only time I cannot wear gloves. It is hard on my hands. I do notice it. My hands get very dry for about 2 weeks after I bleach my hair. That's the only time I cannot use any type of gloves. With these ones, it comes with these little gloves. I use the gloves with the colors. I don't want my hands to be stained. So I don't know. There's something with the formula with the bleach. It doesn't matter which gloves I use, my hands break out in such a bad rash that it's actually, I'd prefer just having, you know, dry hands for 2 weeks versus like little blisters that I get when I use the bleach. So people say things about that. I will also say I do my hair a little different. I do use a shower cap on my hair when it's with the color on it, only because I have a lot of white furniture or, you know, expensive floor, and if I'm walking around the house, I just want to make sure that You know, if I have to walk around the house, I'm not going to be splattering or dripping hair dye anywhere. There are times if I'm going to be doing this, if I'm doing a nice, if I'm going to do like a spa day kind of a thing, where while my hair is being colored, I'm also going to be doing like a full manicure, pedicure, my feet, you know, I'm doing a nice soak on my feet and a nice soak on my hands. If I'm not leaving my bathroom, I'm not gonna put this on. So it's just one of those things. Usually when I'm just doing just the color, then I will just wear this. Okay, so I think that is it. So now I just gotta go and, oh, there's no jewelry, so I gotta get my ring off. I gotta take my necklace off. I'm not wearing earrings today. I don't have my watch on. So I'm just gonna go and take off my jewelry and quickly change my outfit. Move all this stuff out of the bathroom because I do have, on here, there is a few little splatters from last time I colored my hair. And somehow I splattered the curtain. But nothing else. There's just a couple little spots. I don't even know if they're even visible. I guess right there. I can see it, not all the time, but, you know. So I'm just going to move the towels and the carpets and the shower curtain and the curtain out of the way and get changed, and I'll be right back. Alright, so I've changed my outfit. I mean, I've worn this tank top the last few times I colored my hair, so it's just keeping it as, you know, the best thing to wear doing my hair. The little sports bra one I love, but you can see that the lace is all split, so I decided this is just a good one for wearing when I'm doing my hair as well. So first thing, I'm just going to grab a comb. This stuff is falling out of my shower. Okay, and I'm just going to comb through. I already brushed my hair, but I'm just going to comb through with the wide tooth comb just to make sure there is no tangles. Like I said, I already brushed my hair, so there shouldn't be. But you never know. I always find sometimes, you know, after you quickly get changed, you know, your hair gets kind of messed up when you're taking your shirt off or putting a new shirt on. So just taking that minute to just make sure there is no tangles, especially from underneath. I think that is good. Just hang on that bar. Okay, now, okay, I've already opened up the 1 pack of gloves. So the first thing is you've got a bottle labeled 2 and a bottle labeled 1. So you put the 1 into the 2. So I'm just gonna pull this little cap off first. And then unscrew this if I can. There we go. I'm gonna do 1 container at a time. And then this lid has the little pointy thing to puncture this, like polysporin lids have that too. Oops, my camera just doesn't want to come down. There we go. I'm just gonna pour this into here. Oops. And then I'm going to put the cap back on this tube, just so nothing leaks out of here. Just put it there, put this lid on. Do the exact same thing with the other one, just pull this cap part off, get this part done. It's funny, I was trying to figure out how long it's been since, like, you know, first time I colored my hair. I was like 12, my sister was 10, and we colored each other's hair. And it's like back in 1990, 90, 91, something like that. So, I mean, trying to figure out how old, you know, how long I've been doing coloring my hair. So I'm like, just turned 47. If I was 12, that makes it 35 years. I've been coloring my hair for 35 years. I've never had my hair professionally colored. I've always just done at home. So the first so many years, it was me and my sister, we would just get some money. We would go to the little corner drugstore and we'd grab a box of 2 and we would do each other's hair. And then I had my own kids and it was fun when they wanted their hair like all done and all those really, just trying to get the camera set up. You know, doing my kids' hair, all those really crazy neon colors, those other muted tones. So I know it says you're supposed to have your gloves on while doing this. I find that these gloves are really slippery. I mean, they're like sandwich bags, and trying to hold on to this or trying to undo it is hard enough for me. If you need to, like some people, because you do shake it and this does come out a little bit, you can, or sometimes if it's really runny and I'm shaking it and it's kind of coming up, like this one is, then I would just put a piece of toilet paper or Kleenex on the end so I don't stain the tips of my fingers. But you know, it really just depends. I have to say I like that color. Just gotta make sure that it makes them good. And then you want to put this through in sections, and some of my colors have come with the caps that have the little claws so you can comb through, which I actually like. And I saved all those combing pieces and I have no idea where they are at the moment, so that is the thing I would love to use next time I color my hair, because I find it works so much better than just these that are little tips. I gotta go clean that up. I'll be right back. Alright, so I splattered the wall behind the door and the floor. So I had to quickly clean that up because I do not want my tiles to stain. Okay, so then to put this on, oops, I guess I'll put the gloves on. I don't always like the feel of these gloves, and some of them, they come with better gloves, like, and because I usually end up using 2 or 3 boxes, depending if I'm bleaching and then the colors, I always save the extra gloves. And the ones I prefer are the black ones, and they usually come with the bleaching kits. They're actually the nicest gloves. But just using what was in these boxes just saves myself a few minutes of trying to go and find the other gloves. I know where they should be. They should be a bag full in my cupboard in the hallway. So I think I just did that again. See, that's why, you know, I find it really hard to do the shaking part with these gloves because they are already slippery. I mean, this container is slippery enough before you add the gloves. So I'm just gonna look into the mirror so I can see that stuff is coming out. It's got a really nice pink color. And I'm just kind of using my fingers to kind of comb it through. And I'm not going all the way to the ends. I'm just trying to just get in small sections. Like this, I'm just going to kind of comb through in small sections. Right when I'm working right here, because this always drips into my eye, and especially trying to get around my ear. So I do these spots first, and then they're also the last parts I touch up. But it's the first spots that I get the color on. Because by the time I do more of it, I'll have more of the color on the gloves, and the chances of me touching my eye, you know, just kind of increases. And I know I already got some close to my eye. Or like on my face, I mean. I'm going to drip down. I will get that in a second. So I'm just going to continue slowly just working my way through in small sections, getting all the color, making sure that all the hair is got color on it. And I'm going to say I kind of like this pink. It's going to be really cool to see what it goes to when it's dyed, but I say I kind of like the pink. Okay, so I'm just going to continue slowly putting this through my hair. This is going to take quite a few minutes to do this. I'm doing it slow. Sometimes I feel like I don't have a lot of time and I'll quickly do it, but tonight I've got a little more time, so I want to go slow. I also want to go slow because it's a brand I'm not used to, and I just, in case I start getting an allergic reaction, I don't want to have a lot of product. But I say so far, no irritation. It does say no ammonia, and I'm going to say it has no smell. I mean, it has a slight, there is a smell, but compared to other products that I've used, it doesn't really have much of a smell. So I'm just going to continue putting this through my hair, and I will be back when I've got both bottles on my head. Alright, so I've got it all in my hair. I'm just going to wipe off. I've got some that went on my arm here. I dripped down a little bit. Let's see. I'm just going to grab this mirror. I'm just going to double check that I got everything at the back. And I will say the one downfall to these loose gloves when you're doing your own hair is when the color is like, the gloves hang and you get the color down here. You're trying to work up here, and then the gloves rub this, and then so I usually get more on my ears when I'm wearing those thicker loose fitting gloves versus the black ones that are a little more skin tight, or that have the band that actually tights against, goes tight against your wrist, versus these ones that, like I said, they feel like sandwich bags, and they're very loose fitting and just kind of like, I don't like them as much. So I'm just gonna kind of quickly wash off the hair dye on my neck, my shoulder, my ears, and I'm gonna put the shower cap on. I dropped it, I'm not sure if I can't reach it this second. Just going to see how long to leave this on for. So all over application, it says 30 minutes. Do not leave it any longer than 35. So I'll be back in about half an hour when it's time to rinse this all out. Right, so I just took the shower cap off, and I was kind of massaging, just took the shower cap and I was just kind of massaging it around. It's been, I think it's been almost half an hour. Let's see, another few more minutes. But I have to say, I really do like the color that it's going to be. So now I can't use my laundry room sink. I've actually got stuff in there soaking, so I'm just going to use my shower here. So I've got my shower head attachment. So I'm just going to rinse this until the water runs clear. It's going to be really hard to film myself doing that. I don't have anywhere to put my camera. Sometimes I can find a place. I was trying to find a spot and nowhere are you going to see what I'm doing. So I'm just going to rinse this out, and I'll be back when the water has run clear and I'm ready to add the conditioner. So I've got my hair rinsed out. I now just have to add the conditioner, and I try to use as much of this tube as I can. Put this all in here really well. And then you gotta wait 2 to 5 minutes. Some say 2. I've had a few that come with a deep condition that said 5 minutes. So I will just find the insert. I think I may have already thrown that out because I just got rid of all the garbage that was in here. So I'm just gonna get this all in my hair and wait a few minutes, rinse it out, and I will be back as soon as I have the conditioner all rinsed out and of course everything cleaned up. I am just dripping the conditioner down my back and it feels weird. Okay, so I'm just gonna finish doing this and I'll be back in a few minutes. So I'm back, got my hair all rinsed, but before I show that, I'm gonna show you my bathtub. And I'm gonna say it's been such a long time since I've had a bathtub like this and it's clean, but I stained my bathtub pink. Or should I say it's not as noticeable on camera as it is. Looks a lot better on camera. It's bright pink. Even my sink, I've got like some pink streaks everywhere. So fun to clean that in a little bit. Right now I was just kind of working on getting some of the extra color off my ears. My ears were fine until I started rinsing it, and then all the color just hit my ears and my face. So I do have is it the body scrub? The salt or sugar body scrubs actually do help remove some of this stuff as well. Okay, so now I'm going to undo the towel. And I'm going to comb my hair while I do this. Just kind of detangles it. Like colorful. And I'm going to flip my head up. And you know, I really like it. Maybe it's just the lighting here with my phone. It's not so noticeable. Like it is like a nice, like a burgundy kind of color. It's not quite like the box said, but again, my hair wasn't blonde. My hair was darker, and my hair is naturally red, so it always picks up more of the reds in certain things. I think as it dries, it's gonna get a really nice I like that color. I mean, it's one of those things, like just a quick color change, just, I don't know, it always improves the quality of my hair too. Because see, I said I was gonna think of trimming it, but just by doing a nice color, all the split ends are kind of gone. I think that's because when I'm doing that, I get all the little pieces just break off. And then it also comes with that conditioner, and so it's like a deep conditioner as well that actually helps. Let's see, like the tips, you know, got a good color to them. So there. And sometimes when I do my hair, when I color my hair, sometimes it just looks longer. I don't know why. I think it's just, I think it has to do with the conditioner and my hair being wet, so it's like straightening it out, because when my hair is dry and it gets frizzy hair kind of like, and curly kind of shrinks up a bit. There, and I am glad I bought 2 boxes. I had the one box on and I had my hair was about half done. I mean, I could have made the one box do an overall like thing, but because my hair does come down quite a bit past my shoulder, I do like to do 2 boxes. Then I can get more of an even color and I can really work, you know, the color on the top and on the underside as well. So that was just my quick hair color. So again, I just want to say thank you so much to everybody who subscribes to my channels and watches my videos, and I will see you in the next ones. Bye.